Welcome to a video format of Candid Chats with AyChristene, a variety talk show that focuses around conversations to allow creators to be honest and vulnerable and real. And today, I'm going to be talking with TheJessLyfe, aka Jess.
Hello.
Hello. Go ahead and introduce yourself for anybody who does not know who you are.
All right. Well, as Christine said, I am Jess, aka TheJessLyfe. I am a gamer on YouTube. I do games from horror to adventure games. Right now, I'm playing Elden Ring. I also have written a book that I am very proud of. Yeah, I'm kind of just existing, you know?
Which is all any of us could do, right? It just exists.
Right.
It's tough stuff to do. But congratulations. Also are a part of the 2022 Black Voices class.
Yes.
For YouTube, which is really, really, really cool. It was a great experience for me. Do you want to, we'll go before we dive into my regular questions, how has that experience been for you so far? As far as what you can't say, because I know there's things you can't say. So
yeah, there's still stuff you can't say, but it's been incredible so far. Really, I've met a lot of people. My partner manager is dope. I've been exposed to so many behind the scenes things from YouTube that it's just it's crazy. I can't even talk about. Being on a billboard has been crazy to me. I've never been on a billboard in my life, so for that to happen, it's just been really humbling. You know, it's a feeling. I can't really find the words, but I know I'm just really excited about it, and I can't wait to see where this takes me, because we're still in the beginning stages of it. It's been 4 months now. So yeah, it's
time flies though, right?
Yeah,
time flies.
It does.
It's crazy that we're in April. We're close to the middle of the year already. It still feels like February. It feels like February to me.
I was just in America in February, and it went so quickly. I was there and then I was back here, and it just happened so fast. And I was just like, why is this happening so fast?
For people who don't know, where are you currently? And then, because they probably don't even know you're not in America.
No, I'm not. So currently I am in the UK. That's where I live right now. But originally I am from Detroit, Michigan, 313 stand up. And I was recently in Texas shooting a film, actually, which was pretty cool.
That's awesome. When does the film come out?
That I do not know. I'm assuming probably sometime next year. They're going to have some sort of draft of it in 6 months. So I'm guessing probably sometime next year they'll be done.
Okay. And then is it going to be a premiere thing that you would come over here for, or did they kind of talk about that?
They haven't spoken about that, but I'm assuming so. I'm assuming there's going to be some sort of premiere. They want to pitch it to some film festivals, actually.
That's really cool.
Would be dope.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a premiere, but I'm not certain, actually.
So how did you come across, because like you said, you're from America and you're living in the UK, and anyone who follows your journey, they know that you had been back for a while, but then you went back to the UK. So was this something that started in regards to the movie? Was it something that started in the works when you were in America before you went to the UK, or did you find this movie while you were in the UK?
Oh no, actually they found me while I was here, which was crazy. So they one of the producers DM'd me on Instagram, and immediately I was sus, because I'm like,
them DMs,
Instagram DMs. I'm like, I don't know about this.
I've gotten a model contract in the DMs, and I was like, I don't think you know what I look like to give you a model contract.
What do you mean? You can look. That's another conversation. Don't be talking about you can't model.
No, not in the way that I'm not pretty, but it was for a runway swimsuit shoot, and I'm like, you've not seen my body. You just see right here. I know I have the shape.
I've never even seen your body, honestly.
Right. You don't know if I have the shape to be hey, let me go do swimsuit shoot or runway in Vegas. I don't have I'm 4'11". there's a height requirement for runway shows, okay? And I do not meet that requirement at all.
And I've always thought that was bullshit, in my opinion. But like I said, that's another conversation altogether. But yeah, they found me on Instagram. They slid in the DMs, and you know, first I was sus, they were like, "Yeah, we're shooting in Austin, Texas. You're perfect for this role." And I'm sitting here like, "How am I perfect for this role? You just saw my pictures. Like, you don't even know if I can act or nothing."
Right.
So I sent her a message back, and I'm like, it's unfortunate. I live in the UK, so I can't shoot the movie because, you know, you're all the way in Austin. So I immediately assumed like they were just like this kind of just low budget thing, and they were just looking for local people. And she sent the message back. She was like, "No, we're gonna fly you out if you get the thing."
Oh,
and I was
wow.
I was like, "Oh, send the script in." So like she sent over.
He was like, "I didn't think I could act before, but I can act now. You're gonna fly me out."
So I was like, "Yo, send the script." So she sent the script. I sent her my audition tape. I did a read with one of the cast members who they had already cast for a character. They're like, "Yeah, you're it." And I was like, "Oh crap." And like it didn't really sink in until I was actually on the it didn't sink in until I was actually on the plane, because I'm like one of those people where I'm like, it hasn't happened until it's actually happened, because like I don't believe anything happens until it's actually happening. So when I was on the plane, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is actually happening." Like it's crazy, which is why I never said anything about it until I was actually in Texas, because I was like, I didn't want to jinx it, I didn't want to do any of that stuff. But yeah, they found me on Instagram, which is crazy.
So did they say like what? Because did they know you had a channel, or that you had like content that you are a content creator? Did they even know any of that so how did they find you? Like, how did they did they mention how they came across your page?
Like she just said she just came across my page. I don't know if I popped up and like, cause you know how Instagram sometimes like recommends pages for you depending on what you like. I don't know if I just popped up on her feed or what, but she was just like, "I just found you on Instagram." And I'm just like, you don't know anything else about me. You don't like, they didn't know about YouTube. They didn't know nothing. So I was just like, "Oh crap. Like this happened real organically."
Wow. That's really cool. So this will be my last question about it. Cause I do, being an actress and everything, it's a super exciting thing for me, and being on, I miss being on sets. I think it's like, it legit is my happiest place. Like, I mean, I love life, and I do love my daughter. I feel like I have to say that because I feel like people don't think I love my daughter. I do love my daughter, but like the like being on set is like in my soul, right? So it's such an exciting thing, and I think this is really cool. But like for people for anybody, because I don't know if you really posted much about what the movie is about per se. And obviously don't tell us the whole plot from beginning to end, but like a brief synopsis of the part and the role that you play in the movie.
So actually, the movie is about these group of kids that break into a recording studio to record an album for my father, whose health is failing because he has dementia. Alzheimer's. He has Alzheimer's. So we break into the studio to record an album because like he becomes lucid when he hears the album, and we legit had to learn the songs. I had to learn how to play like I already knew how to play the guitar a little bit, but I had to learn like to play like specific chords for each song.
Right.
And it was not easy. Like it was not easy.
The guitar is hard, especially if you haven't played for a while. Like you have to because I have a guitar too, and you have to like I forgot what it's called. Like you have to make your fingers hard again, especially if they've gotten soft from playing.
Yeah. Because I've definitely developed calluses on like the tips of my fingers from playing. It was crazy, but like my castmates helped me out a lot, because a lot of pretty much all of them, not even a lot of them, all of them were musicians. I think I was the only one that was not a musician. Everyone else were musicians, so like they knew what they were doing, and they were just like, "All right, you could play this," and I'm just like, "All right, cool." And they helped me out a ton, because like I was gonna look crazy out their help. So I'm really grateful to them.
That's good. And I'm sure with some, editing magic, they could have just made it look like you were like really like, doing it.
Right.
Like,
I'll tell you, there's like 2 songs I had really struggled with. So that editing magic is really going to come in handy.
Okay. That's really cool. Can't wait to see it when it comes out, possibly next year, like you said.
Me too.
And yeah, me too. I know it is like a me too thing because it's not like editing content, right? Because you're in it, you know what's in it and how it's going to end up. But like if you're acting in a film, you do your acting and then you just leave and it's in someone else's hands and you have to wait to see how they come
and
up
that's
with
like
it.
I'm scared of that. I'm just like, oh, how's it going to turn out? Am I going to look crazy? Like I don't know what it's going to do, but I just really hope it's good. And like we put our hearts into that. We put our hearts and our souls into that film. So I just hope it turns out as good as we played our parts.
That's good. That's really cool. So after this will be my actual last question about the movie. I'm sorry, but after it comes out, right? And after it's out, and you've got something on your resume, right? Which is really awesome since it wasn't something you were actively doing, and then you get flown out for a movie, that's a pretty great start. A lot of actors and actresses who are starting would be jealous right now, right? But
Man.
are you going to get an agent after this? Are you going to keep acting? Are you going to try to do it on purpose? How does this change or shift your direction?
I've actually been trying to look into getting an agent or a manager. I don't know where to look. So like if anyone has any tips watching this, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, I do want to continue acting because like I actually used to do improv when I was living back in Detroit long time ago. And I enjoyed that very much. So I was just like, I do want to do acting, but like you said, I wasn't doing it actively. And then once this happened, it basically solidified, I really want to do this. I have so much fun on set. It's definitely a happy place for me. So I want to continue it. So if anyone's out there who wants to be my agent or manager, hit me up.
Her name is TheJessLyfe. Okay, it's right there. All right. And you can check her out.
Yes.
And she is accepting roles on Instagram. Okay. Actual roles.
Yes,
okay. Actual roles.
Like don't.
Yes.
Like for one of my friends, they were like, "Are you sure you're not being flown out for something else?" I was like, "Relax." I'm like, it's nothing like that. I swear.
Dipping into the content creation side, right? I want to start at the beginning of your journey. When for Jess, when did Jess start creating content, and what made you get into it?
Oh man, I started November 2013. As a matter of fact, so yeah, November 2013. I started my YouTube channel. And in the beginning, I wasn't quite sure what I was doing. I just knew I wanted to express myself and be creative. Like at first I was doing like little skits and I would do like gaming videos here and there. Because that's what I wanted to do with my channel. And plus I felt like this was during the time where I was living in Germany and I felt just really secluded. I was away from my family, away from my friends. And I kind of just wanted to have a place to kind of just do stuff and have a hobby at least. So I started a YouTube channel. And like I said, it started off with like little skits and gaming videos here and there. And then my sister was like, "Hey, yo, like you should check out K-pop." I knew nothing about K-pop in the beginning. She was like, "Oh, you should check out K-pop. And you should like do reactions and stuff. It's going to be real fun." And I was like, all right. So I checked it out. I started doing it. I started enjoying it. And I was just like, oh, this is really fun. And my channel started growing like crazy because of it. And I'm just like, like people are like, it just basically enjoying me, enjoying something else, which is always like crazy to me. But I was just like, all right, y'all enjoying it, cool. And then it just got to a point where I was just kind of wanting to go back to what I originally wanted to do, which was make gaming content and like little skits and like little comedic videos. And so I began to do the transition from K-pop to gaming, and that's when the channel went. So it's like I started gaming again. That was like 4 years ago when I started like full-time gaming. Okay. And yeah, I've just been doing it ever since.
That's good. So it's cool how you said you just wanted to, it was a way for you to kind of connect, which I love, not just with other people, but with yourself, because you felt secluded. So it was like a way for you to kind of like express yourself and kind of interact and, find ways to kind of just, I don't want to use the term like, wiggle out the willies type of thing, but kind of like get in touch with different aspects of your personality, and who you are as a person, which is really cool, as a entry point into content creation.
Thank you. Yeah, it was.
You did mention that you started with, like skits and some gaming, and then you went to K-pop, and then you went back to gaming, with some vlogging. I know you do, or you did do vlogging. I'm not sure right now, but I know you were doing some vlogs and stuff like that as well. So you've kind of talked about how your content has changed, but has your reason to create content changed since when you started?
No, I don't I guess it has changed from me feeling secluded, because I don't feel that way anymore. So yeah, I would say, yeah, it has changed. So like my reason for creating content is because it makes me happy. Like it went from being something like a security blanket, like something that's comforting, like making me feel less alone, to providing happiness for me. It's something that genuinely makes me happy. I love just playing these crazy games and getting super into it. And I love interacting with my community and them in the comments, like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I'm like, oh, I especially love the comments where people are just like, oh, I've been waiting on this video. This makes my day. Like those comments really touch me, because I'm just like, it makes me feel like I'm not just doing it for myself anymore. Like I'm doing it for the people who are watching, who depend on videos. Sometimes like people tell me that they're having a bad day, and my videos make them feel better, or like they'll ask me like, when are you gonna put out the next video? Because sometimes I'll take like a week. I feel like I don't want to let anyone down, so it's just like, because there's been times where I've mentally I've been going through things where I'm just like, oh, I want to quit my channel because it's not going in the direction I wanted to go. It's like I told you, it's been in like this purgatory, so it's not like actually growing. But I'm just like,
we all know the purgatories. It's plural. Okay, it's a plural thing. You get out and you come back in.
Right, it just keeps going,
like riding a wave.
So I was just like, man, it's not going anywhere. Like, what am I doing? But just to have those people, and even if it's not a lot, just to have those people to just be like, I really look forward to your videos. I'm like, all right, I can't let them down. I can't let myself down, and I also can't let them down, because it's what I really want. So it's just like, if I quit, I'm not going to get the thing that I've been working for almost 10 years now. So yeah.
So essentially it's kind of like they're an extra mode of accountability to stay consistent to some degree on your channel.
Yeah, exactly.
You did mention, that your channel's kind of in a place of purgatory, but what are a few ups and downs of your content creation journey?
Man, the ups, I would say, definitely the Black Voice is Fun. That's been a major up. Like I was definitely in that place where I was super close to going, oh man, like YouTube's not working out for me, unfortunately. And then I got the email like, hey, you're part of the YouTube Black Voices. I was like, what? So I was just like, okay, maybe that was like the universe, like, hey, relax. This is for you. It's just like, I've always been not always, but like sometimes I'll see like other people, like even my friends, even you, like I'll see everyone going like this, but it's like, you see it from a different point of view. Like you see it from the outside, from the outside looking in. So like, I don't know what's really going on with you, but from the outside looking in, it's just like, I see this like, incline, and I'm just like, man, when is mine going to start going up? And it's just like, I felt like the universe is kind of just telling me like, what's for you is going to be for you. You just got to be patient. So it's like when the YouTube Black Voice is Fun had like a major mental health boost for me, because I was feeling super down. So yeah, that's definitely an up. I would say just being able to create content is an up, because a lot of people aren't able to do this. Like they don't have like, this is, for me, this is a luxury to be able to have the luxury to just do what I love doing and not have to worry about like, oh, like where's like this gonna come from, or how I'm gonna do this, or how I'm gonna do that.
Finances.
Yeah, finances. Even though that is something that's in the back of my mind. Like,
You're like, I still have that
it's still
concern,
there.
which all of us do still.
Yeah, it's still there, but it's like to be able to have the luxury to do that is definitely a up. The only down I would say is the purgatory. Like literally, that is the only down for me. When I do see my channel, like it's gained subscribers or like the views have gone just a little bit up, I'm like, all right, cool. But then it's just like, you know how it is. It's just like you get an up and then it goes down, and then you get an up and then it goes down. And I think that's just gonna always be the case with content.
It is.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, one of the things that you said, it's funny about the whole perspective thing and how you can look at other creators' trajectories and kind of feel like you're kind of left out. And it's funny, you mentioned me. It's something that I kind of still, I deal with, you know, where I'll see other people and their trajectories, but then I'll have that moment of like, well, I'm sure people looking at me will be like in the same situation that I'm in, you know? So it's kind of, it is that whole thing of perspective, like the outside looking in, the grass is greener on the other side type of thing, where there's always going to be creators that you think are doing better than you, right? You're going to always, no matter where you sit. And it's funny, what makes me laugh is like when I was at, 100,000 subscribers and I was like looking around and I was like, man, everybody's kind of getting their up. When's my up going to be, And then I would look at people who are not even looking at people at millions. I would look at people around 500K. And I'd be like, okay, they're in a great space. So when am I going to be able to get there? And not in a whining approach, because none of us are really whining about it. These are internalized conversations we're having with ourselves, right? And so to be in the place where I'm at 500K, and when I get those moments and I'm like, I used to look at people at my place. So I need to I would take a breath. I would go through my feelings about it, then take a breath and then be like, all right, I just got to get back to work, But it is very much, like you said, perspective. It is very much perspective where we look at our peers and think, okay, they're really killing it. When am I going to kill it? And then you have to take a step and look at all the things you actually did. I think that's the thing that I'm trying to get into, looking at everything that I did to remind myself, hey, you are still killing it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I forget to do a lot. I forget to look at my accomplishments, no matter how small. Like I forget to look at them, and I'm just like, because I'm so busy kind of like looking at everyone else and their successes, and I'm just like, you have them too. And so it's easy to lose yourself in that. And I'm trying to work on not focus. I'm trying to work on focusing more on, the good things that are happening with me, focusing on the good things that's happening with everyone else.
Right. And I do want anyone watching this to know it is a natural feeling that you may sit in that space, but like both Jess and I have said, don't stay in that space. You feel it, you go through the feeling, you don't want to just ignore it because then it just gets worse. So you feel it, you deal with it, and then you get back up and you keep moving. Because, everybody's walk, like you said, everybody has their personalized things that a lot of people aren't seeing. And you watching have those things too. So it's human. You're human.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
So for some of the downs that you shared, well, you only shared one down, and you said that's the purgatory, right? But for your down, what tips would you give someone else to either avoid or better endure that same pitfall, which for you is just the purgatory?
Yeah. And this is advice I'm giving myself as well. Try not to focus so hard on the numbers. And I know it's easier said than done, because I know like every single one of us as content creators, we go and we check and we go, oh, like, what's this doing? How's this doing? And it's hard to look at something that you've put your all into. Like, I know when I edit my butt off. So it's like to look at something that you put your heart into and then it doesn't do the numbers that you were hoping it would do is kind of hard to like look at. So I would say try not to pay attention to the numbers. Just keep doing what you love doing. Keep putting out your content. Keep advertising and promoting it on all of your platforms. Just like keep doing you and it will come. Like if you're consistent, which is something I've had a problem with, consistency, because it's like I would get into those mental states where I'm just like, oh, like what's the point? and I'll like take like 2 weeks off, and I'm just like, no, you got to keep being consistent. You got to keep putting it out. You got to keep doing it, and you'll see a change. So I've actually started doing that, even though I haven't put out a video in like a week, but I don't want to talk about it.
Get on it, Jess. Get on it.
I started being more consistent and putting my stuff on like other platforms, because that's the other thing that I was afraid to do. I was afraid to like advertise my videos, because like I guess I felt like a sense of embarrassment. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like I know, like,
embarrassed?
Yeah, because like I know my friends and stuff like from childhood and everything, they follow me on Instagram or they're on Twitter and all this other stuff. So not a lot of them don't know what I do. And I just got to a point one day where I'm just like, so what? Like, if they do try to make fun of it, or if they do try to say something, then it's whatever. So like I started promoting my stuff on Instagram, like doing it on the stories and everything. And I started getting more subscribers. And I'm just like, yo, I should have done this forever ago. Like,
and you got a movie. You got flown out for a movie. F what your childhood friends said. Right. You were flown out for a movie.
I know. And I'm just like, why did that matter to me? And then like it come to realize a lot of my childhood friends watch my stuff. They're just like, oh, we really like your videos. And I'm just like, what was I worried about? Like, why did that matter to me? So, and especially in those people that I went to like school with, who I don't even talk to anymore. It's just like,
right.
We're just like social media friends. So it's just like, why did I care about that? And it took me like the longest time to get to that point. And when I finally just stopped caring about other people and their thoughts and just started putting my stuff out, like I started getting more subscribers, which was great.
Yeah, I do agree. I do feel like sometimes we can find excuses as to why we shouldn't do something that we're unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
And then until we do it, and then we're like, whoa, what was I really worried about? Like, it wasn't, you let this thing kind of hold you back, so to speak. And then it was letting go that have actually helped you grow.
Yeah. Like, to an extent, I felt like I was holding myself back, because I'm just like, you're not promoting yourself to like the best of your ability. Like, you're not doing your best. You're not doing what you can to get yourself out there. And so like in a way, I felt like I was holding myself back. And when I finally just was just like, I'm just going to start doing this, like I started to see a change almost immediately, which was crazy to me.
So in a broader scope, what are 1 to 2 things that you would advise someone who wants to be or is freshly starting out their journey as a content creator? You said you started in 2013, which you said almost 10 years coming up next year, right? In November. So for someone who is freshly starting out their journey or wants to be and hasn't started, what are 1 to 2 things that you would advise this new person?
I would advise, I mean, even though technology is crazy right now, like the iPhone can shoot movies at this point.
Yes,
but
shot on an iPhone. This video you're seeing is shot on an iPhone.
Shot on an iPhone. Like, I would say don't, because a lot of people are like, oh, I gotta have the right equipment. I gotta have this, and this to be able to put out content. No, you don't. When I started on my iPhone. I was recording everything from my iPhone. I didn't have a mic. Audio quality was shit, but I still put everything out because like I really wanted to do it. So like, if it's something you really want to do, nothing should hold you back. If you have a recording device and you're able to record yourself doing whatever it is that you want to do, put yourself out there. Like, once you have the growth and more opportunities start happening for you, then you can get like the extras, like you can get the extra equipment that you may want or even need. So like that would be my first thing, because I hear that a lot. I hear people say, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that.
Right.
I'm like, you can still do it even if you don't have this or that, so that would be my first thing. My second thing would be to not be afraid of what you want to put out, because a lot of people, like, I get this a lot too. People say, well, I'm afraid to put this out because it might look stupid or people might make fun of me. This is the internet. You're not going to make everyone happy. Like, there's always going to be someone, many someones who have something negative to say. It's going to happen. And the best you can do is ignore it. Because like I even get hate comments. Like I get to this day. I think I made that video like a year ago. The video with we're not even gonna name them, but I think you know what I'm talking about. That video where I went on a rant about that one dev who made that one game that we're not gonna talk about.
Okay.
Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm talking about. People still in the comments going crazy, and I'm just like, I don't even read them. Like I even like at first I didn't monetize the video, but like all the angry people kept coming and watching it, and it was just getting views. I was like, I even put it in the description. I was like, all right, I'm gonna monetize this, and y'all can just like, and I left it. I haven't read not one comment from that video. Like people are just mad in the comments to this day, and it's been like over a year. People like.
I do want to ask, why didn't you monetize it at first?
Because when I first put it out, I wasn't putting it out for that purpose. Like I genuinely had something to say about it, and you know, I said what I had to say, and I left it at that. But then, like when I did see some of the comments, and I saw people and how hateful they were, and like the racism that were in the comments, I was just like, oh well, I'm gonna make money off your racism, so thank you.
Yeah.
So, I think I just monetized it out of spite, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I would say anything you put up, monetize. Anything you put up. It doesn't make your opinion less valid. It doesn't make your point of view less strong or less important because you monetized it. Still go ahead and, you know, you still have to eat bread. So you still got to buy bread, right? Still got to pay bills, even if you got your opinion, bread. So, you know, monetize it. I do feel like it, to be able to be at that place of, you know, being able to disassociate yourself from bad comments. And even in what you said, you've already like enacted that advice about the things that you're letting hold you back, especially about, you know, you thought your friends were going to make fun of you. So you're like, hey, I'm not going to do it. Then you did it and you found out that it was actually the complete opposite. So I do think that it's very important that if for anybody out there, as Jess was saying, like if you're like, hey, I'm nervous and I'm afraid of putting it out there because I'm afraid about what people are going to say. Well, you do have to you're at a crossroads, because if you want to be a content creator, it only exists on the internet. So if this is the space you want to be in, these are things that are going to happen. Just do it and just try it. And it doesn't matter. Like the game you're talking about, I tweeted about that game way back when the whole thing happened. And I still, every now and again, receive a response to that tweet. And I'm like, how did you even find this tweet? How is this tweet even visible for you? Because it was like a couple of years ago. I think it was like 2020 or So people are going to say what they want to say.
Yeah, no, they are. And actually your tweet was the one I saw, and I was just like, what? Like I just went on a deep dive, and boy, the stuff I found, I was just like, wow.
Yeah,
like it went way deeper than the game. Like it was crazy, the stuff that I found, and I was just like, yeah, I'm good on this.
I'm good. That's funny. So before we, you know, close out, because this has been a really great conversation, but before we close out, I do want to play a mini word association game. Okay. And one of the things I realized that after this video comes out, I'm going to have to change these words, because I would use this in the audio format and people couldn't really find it. So now I think next people might be prepared for this. So I'm going to keep that in mind for future recording of this. So, all right. So what I'm going to say a word, and then I want you to say the first word or phrase that comes to your mind when I say it. Okay. And be honest, be 100%. It could be anything, no matter how silly that you may think it may be. Like if fart is the first thing that comes to your mind, then okay, say fart. But whatever it is. Okay.
I gotta not look at your wall then, because I keep thinking Spider-Man.
It'll be funny if I'm like the sky, you're like Spider-Man. I'm like love, Spider-Man, water, Spider-Man. That's your answer for everything. Hold on, let me cover it. There, he's covered. Right, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. I have fully covered him. All right. So the first word is success.
Love.
Okay. That's good. Failure.
Agony just came to mind. I was like, oh, that's
acne or
extreme.
agony?
Agony. I was like, that's extreme.
Okay.
Agony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's a It's understandable, completely understandable,
Yeah.
very understandable. Goals.
God, why did my brain go blank? Okay, goals. Yo, because I have like so many in my brain. Like we can't pick one. We can't pick one. Goals, man. Just success.
Okay. Happiness.
Just being happy. Happiness. Yeah, for me, happiness. I think of just being happy. Like whatever that looks like.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation and the first episode. I know this wasn't what we what we planned originally.
Look, I like this better. I was like, bet, let's do it.
Were you nervous about whatever video we were going to react to?
I was so nervous, Chris. I'm not even gonna hold you because I was like, if it's what I think it is, please.
What did you think it was gonna be? What did you think it was gonna be?
K-pop.
Oh no. I wasn't gonna do. It wasn't gonna be K-pop. It was more so gonna be. It was no. It was either gonna be like one of those talk videos of like a discussion type of thing. Or it was going to be like something scary or something gross. Like I was thinking, kind of leaning on the something gross though, like try not to get grossed out thing. But I was like, this, I like this.
We got to do that next time.
Okay. Oh, now you want to do it. Before we close out, just go ahead and tell people where they can find you.
Oh man, I get the plug. All right, hold up. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at TheJessLyfe. I am TheJessLyfe across all platforms, YouTube as well. Subscribe to the channel, like the lifers will love to have everyone over here. Just thank you all for welcoming me over here to Christine's channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Christine. This has been fun.
Thank you. Before we go, are you able to play anything on the guitar? No, it's pretty late where you are, right? You probably can't play the guitar right now. It's pretty late.
It is like people are kind of sleeping. I got y'all next time. Like when we do a reaction, I'll like open it with a guitar.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for joining today. Until next time, buddy. Toodles. With this princess wave. Toodles. It's toodles.
Right, just toodles.